Yes, beep, 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 boop, indeed. Me, of course, I am. I'm terrific. I've never felt better. Since Paimon and Midnight aren't from around here, it's understandable that you don't recognize its worth. That's an issue. No, it isn't something you should have knowledge about. Paimon, let me test you for a moment. What can you discern from the mural? From this mural? Okay. Oh. Have a good night then. See you next time, I guess. There are many people, and something like sun and an eye. I guess Paimon has no talent for this. Did you even ask if you already knew that, huh? And what about you? What do you see in this mural? It's very symmetrical plan painted. Insignificant subject and a great king. Exactly, that's exactly what this mural symbolizes. The sun on the eye symbolizes King Desert. Beneath him and are these 7 pillars, or so we call them, that held up King Desert pyramids of authority. As for its subjects, they are insignificant. They dare not express any complaint. They are forced to submit. But even so, they couldn't escape destruction. Is that really the case? Come on, how can I be wrong? The theme of this mural fully conforms to the depiction of King Desert in everything I've ever read. A terrifying king who used absolute and supreme authority to keep all his subjects beneath him. This mural feels so peaceful to me. Everything feels so orderly. And everyone has their own place and duty. Isn't that good? What? What kind of crooked interpretation is that? Jet, you can make up stories about Ben talking to doors, but deciphering murals and the history of King Desert's civilization is my area of expertise. But now, I won't hear buts. Everything I've said has been proven by prior research, and this mural will become part of a Humana, too. Of course, I'll be the one to write it. Jet isn't entirely correct, but you know very little about the sand. Huh. You've hardly said more than a few words all this time, yet you stand up for your daughter now. I may not be a match for you in battle of strength, but I have Midnight by my side. Midnight, you'll take my side, won't you? That's not appropriate. We're all traveling together, now. No, we're all companions on this expedition. Even if our opinion differ, we shouldn't fight over it, right? What? Together? I started this expedition, and I paid for it. All of you are employed by me. Moreover, I'm the one with the formal academic training. A layman has no right to speak on academic issues. One who only draws from others can hardly call himself an independent researcher. Oh, then let's hear your unique insight. This destroyed kingdom was once strong and beautiful. It may be difficult to believe that all this was built in the desert. And you only see the obedience reveled on the surface, but failed to notice the direction of the people's hope. It was their hope which led to which tied the people of the Sand to King Desert. They thought this would help them overcome the calamity, but we know the outcome of that. Even delusions should have limits. Are you trying to overturn all prior research? I don't think there's sufficient evidence for any of this nonsense. Well, what a coincidence. I too did not think the opinion of a struggling researcher who came here out of desperation holds any weight. Cute. I never knew you had such a sharp tongue. Father? Arguing won't change a thing. Exactly, Paimon can't figure out what you're arguing about. But if it's academic, there's always room for discussion, right? So put your differences aside for now. You can't convince each other anyway. So let's continue our investigation. Perhaps we'll discover more clues when we can see who's right and who's wrong, right? Yeah, let's continue our investigation. Perhaps we'll discover more clues. Then we can see who is right and who is wrong. Alright? Ugh. This is infuriating. I shouldn't have discussed academics with a layman. Whoa, what's going on? Whatever it isn't my fault. This path looks to lead upward. I don't see any traps. Everyone wonders where it leads, but staying here won't change anything either. So let's continue, shall we? Whoa, these ruins are magnificent. How did I get outside? Like, how? These aren't ordinary ruins. If the records are correct, they should be King Desert's mausoleum. It's where the tyrant is buried. Should we still go further then? All questions have an answer, and all answers slumber here. I will do this, even if all I achieve is showing some ignorant mercenaries the error of their ways. Midnight, let's head over carefully. No. How is she running around in heels? Like, those aren't heels. Those are heels. Paimon feels even smaller now that we have gotten closer. Paimon feels insignificant as a grain of sand. That was also one of King Desert's means of ruling, building huge spectacles to instill the idea that his subjects are small and insignificant into them, thus achieving the objective of dominating them. The act of using huge amount of manpower to build such a spectacle in the desert is a testament to King Desert's tyranny. Beep 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 beep. You gotta put some respect on Ben's name, honestly. Ben, best Genshin character so far. Ben can even open a door this huge? It's difficult to say. Maybe it's just opened on its own. It might have nothing to do with Ben. Ugh, why is he being so stubborn? And explain to me how this thing, Ben, opened the door. What's the logic behind it? Not everything needs logic, you know. Logic is useless. Paimon doesn't know either. Batman, what is it? Do you want to go inside? Is there something you're familiar with in there? Beep beep. A grain of sand is insignificant, but an ocean of them can't. But an ocean of them possesses measurable strength. Researchers are research of blind faith. Do you really have the courage to set foot into the sand? We're already here, so of course we must go inside. Still, my researcher's intuition is telling me that there's danger ahead that the danger ahead is incomparable to the dangers we've faced so far. I doubt I can trust either of you desert dwellers. So Midnight, I'm counting on you to keep me safe. Come on, it's just a difference of opinion. It isn't that serious, is it? You don't get it all. A collision of views in academics is no different from a battle. Sheesh. This guy really getting more annoying by the minute. So, are all of you done? It's not that easy to hold Ben back. Sorry. So Ben really wants to go inside, huh? Let's stop delaying them. You have to... In Ben we trust. In Ben we trust. Let's go. It's on site. What? Phew, thank goodness Ben's alright. Seriously, stop rushing off so quickly. What if you have gotten into trouble? Should that be called injury or malfunction? Ugh, does it matter? There aren't any doctors or technicians here anyway. Beep. You do have a bunch of angry adults though. Ha! You're absolutely right about that. I'm not angry. This place is full of evidence. I will not take long. It will not take long to prove that I'm right. I mean, look at this huge coffin. Wait, what? Why do we get this thing open? How do we get this thing open? Pyron can't figure it out. Can't figure out if he is brave or cowardly. What are those? The huge statue here? Don't they look like guards? They're so intimidating. Turns out, Paimon thinks it's best if you don't touch anything here. They're just rocks. You have nothing to fear from rocks. Huh. There may be somewhere. Let me take a look. We should split up and search for clues.
You give, you receive.
There. That's one. There. This one. Go down. Go where you're supposed to go. Good thing. There's that. There's that. Yeah, I know, I failed. There's one up there and there's one up there. How did I get to those? It's up there. I'm just blind. I am really just blind. How am I literally this blind? There's one more up there somewhere. How did I manage this? God. How am I that blind? Like, really? Oh my god. I am really that blind. How did I how am I this blind? Oh my god. It's actually embarrassing. How am I this stupid? To Ben we go. Oh, Midnight, as impressive as always. I'll definitely credit you if I'm able to publish my papers successfully. I think that's a big if by now. Ahem. Although, that what we're about to do is disrespectful. It's all done for academic progress. I promise it's not for selfish gain. Huh? Wait, what? Wait, huh? There's nothing in here. How is this possible? But there's a diagram. These diagrams. Wait a minute. Let me think. I get it now. This has to be an illusion. Of course King Desert knew the inquisitive researchers like me would come with the desire to get to the bottom of things and uncover all his secrets. So of course he wouldn't let others get to them that easily. Thus, he built this huge mausoleum and prepared so many doors and rooms. He even went as far as to prepare illusions like this misleading us. The most important things wouldn't be placed in such a conspicuous spot. Move over. This place is too low. Way too low. The real treasure is definitely higher up. It must be in the place closer to the sky. What other nonsense. Oh well, let's hear what you think then. I may not be able to say what exactly it's for, but I know for sure what you say is untrue. Does someone like you even have the right to say that I only draw from work of others? You don't even have the intelligence to use the work of others. This guy's really mean. He's unnecessarily mean. But I am still convinced that you know too little about these sands. Stop going on about the sands. What you see is the truth. Just you wait. I'll find solid proof that you can't refute. Up. Let's go upwards. And let's find a way up. Paimon's worried that Kirsad will get himself into trouble if this goes on. Honestly, at this point, I hope he does. Oh, come on. Secret. Find a way up. patterns on the device matches the symbol that's just spread. That just appeared. Does that mean something? I don't read that fast, Paimon. Jesus Christ. We gotta go help. Defeat the Fatui.
This is bad.
Yeah!
My duty.
Incoming! Yeah!
Why are you so tanky?
This isn't good.
Stop being so tanky. Sob. It's a good thing he's crying. I like that. Continue. Sob, you're finally here, my savior. Did you not notice that they were here to begin with? But no. I woke up to find myself in this place, and my whole body felt like it was falling apart. That wasn't even the end of it. I went to great length to finally find Jet and her father, but the Fatu attacked again. Whoa, that's terrible. Paimon, Midnight, did you see Ben on the way? Ben is gone. Oh no. I searched all around the area to no avail. We didn't, did we? We didn't. Then Ben must be ahead. There's only one left alone now. We must find it soon. There's no need to be so anxious. The way I see it, it's probably only got lost because it likes running off by itself so much. Ben has helped us so much. It's part of a group. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be so cruel as to abandon a companion. I must find Ben. Its capabilities are undeniable. Tearsod. I'm sure you're aware of that. Even you, Jabril. Fine, you win. Let's find Ben first. But I'm leaving if we encounter the Stewie again. Speaking of which, what was the Stewie doing here? Is this some kind of archaeological hotspot? Huh? That's impossible. I wouldn't have chosen this place if it were such a hot research topic. True, after all you've said yourself that you aren't a very good researcher. You probably wouldn't stand a chance against those elites. Hey, it's called avoiding battle where victory isn't guaranteed. Either way, this place may be troublesome. More troublesome than we expected. Let's find an advance. Let's advance carefully. That rooms. I wonder if it was a trap. Why did it send us here? It's common practice to attempt to expel trespassing outsiders. If you want technical details, you'll have to wait until I return and ask some Kashahar war experts. That word. Oh, but I wonder if King Desert was a tyrant like you say. Why wasn't that a lethal mechanism instead? Because it didn't want to be. We're just lucky that we haven't encountered one yet. And I hope that we never do. Look, we can continue our expedition on this path. What? Here's there. Those down there aren't friendly, we must find a way around them to proceed forward. It's Vitui and Eremite again. You know, in my Paimon. Paimon's been thinking, did they kidnap Ben? We gotta rescue it. Jet, calm down. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? I'm just an ordinary researcher. I've come here to solve academic problems, not to fight. But we wouldn't have been able to get here without Ben. And Siri, you'll never be able to solve those academic problems on your own without Ben either. That's right. You gotta rescue him, even if it's just for the sake of completing our expedition. You're not afraid of them, right? Don't worry. Midnight's an expert in dealing with the Fatui. But we should really still be careful. You heard Ben, you die. Huh. I was wondering when you would get here, my dear Jibril. Huh? Are you... And here you are, just as I expected, even without an invitation from me. Oh, how long has it been since we last spoke face to face? Even my fingers on both hands aren't enough to count the years. What about you? Do you remember Jibril? Well, that guy seems really strange. But it looks like he knows Jibril. Jabril. Not Jibril. How cold. It's our reunion after so many years apart, not even worth a glass of wine and a toast. You know, I don't hold a pass against you, either. Either that or I'm not Samuel the strange straight shooter. There's still a place for you in Thutmose? Thutmose. Just say the word and everything can go back to how it was. Indeed. How come we can even go claim the debt that Babel owes us? I knew it. I knew Jibril wasn't a good person. He's actually an old friend with someone like this? Nonsense. Father Mary kept some things from me, but I believe he has his reasons. Huh, that really hurts, Jess. Huh? How do you know my name? How could I not? Why, Jabril. You got such a cold heart, and it's like father like daughter, I see. There's so much reading. Dear Jet, you may have forgotten me, but luckily, I still remember it very well. I held you in my arms when you were just a little baby, with the moonlight on one side and bonfire on the other, just like your parents. How come? Looks like Jabril didn't tell you everything after all, huh? Come on, that can't be, Jabril. Could you even tell your own daughter the truth? Oh well. I suppose I shouldn't have been too shocked after all. We didn't call you the treacherous grit. Sure. I'm giving up reading on so much. As I listened to my subordinates reporting to me about the response of the foreign merchant in the oasis, I started to wonder who gave them such wisdom. Yet only instructed them without explaining anything at all. But even I could never have imagined that little Jet's place in your heart is no different than those foreign merchants, mere strangers to you. You don't even dare to tell her about your past. Why? Are you afraid she'll hear about your history and betrayal and look down on you? Father? Samuel. To be honest, I'm quite revealed to see that you're still the same lippy fellow. Lippy fellow that I remember. Now I have nothing to worry about if I beat you to the point where you'll leave on your own accord. So you are afraid. You're afraid that this ghost of your past will seek you out for the debt you owe. But of course, I'll have the right. I have the right. The secret of Al-Akmah. belonged to the Thutmose. Yet you took the key and betrayed us. You betrayed all of us, grain of sand. Look at yourself, you're with children and cowards. Huh. Where the ferocity you once had? Has it flown away like sand flow out from between the fingers? Enough. Hand Ben over. Ben? Oh, that mechanical creature. How did you all hear that? Gabriel actually calls this thing Ben. Unfortunately, these Nashnians aren't our old acquaintances, or this would have been much more amusing. Hand over Ben. Or else what, Gabriel? Is this even necessary? Ultimatum after ultimatum. Have you finally changed your mind? Do you plan to finally sit down and catch up with me? Alright. Do you remember what happened to Ifira? I think that's right. Ifira. Huh, you haven't forgotten, right? It's fine, even if you've forgotten, I can help you refresh your memory. Again and again. What the heck is this guy saying? We do have another way to communicate, don't we? Come on, Jen. Why don't you and that kid over there lend him a hand? After all, Gabriel is much weaker than he once used to be. Midnight, that guy Samuel looks strong, but we have to give him a good thrashing so we can get Ben back.
Sakura swirl!
Testing my patience.
My apologies!
Squall and fury. Will. Bow your head.
And I am a viper.
Can't run from.
Ben is safe. Now the world will keep moving forward. Ben, are you alright? Beep. It seems fine, but a little sad. Hey, Gabriel. You'd better tell us the truth right this instance, or we'll have to go our separate ways. Can we please go our separate ways? I don't want to deal with this guy again. Samuel is clearly some manner of a villain. But he was being so friendly with you and even with Jet. So are you? Are you part of the same group? I knew it all along. You agreed to my commission without even asking about the details. It's because you had a plan, right? You plotted with Samuel to trick a simple and ignorant researcher like me to uncover the secrets here for you. And even used your own daughter to gain my trust for the sake of that goal, didn't you? No, you Jet, that naive and ignorant. That naivety and ignorance of yours was just a facade that Gabriel made you put up, wasn't it? And what an actress you were indeed. Who's trying to join me all the time? No! Stewie! No! Tizard, you're too much. Paimon thinks that Jet really was in the dark about this. But as for Gabriel... Paimon, you too? Midnight? Wake up. It's your kindness and gullibility that made me fall for their lies. Don't follow in my footsteps. I just wanted to protect Ben. I don't care about anybody else. Okay, I care about Jet too. She's good. What are you talking about? I'm no actress. And you, Father, this isn't the time for secrets. I too want to know the truth. I wouldn't make excuses for my betrayal. Nor do I think that I made the wrong choice. You know, Paimon remembers Samuel calling Gabriel. Why are these names so goddamn long and so complicated? Something like treacherous grit. Yes, there's nothing to hide here. I was once one of the sand people. Thutmose. No matter what it was in the past now. Anyway, Samuel is a madman through and through. he will stop at nothing to achieve his objective. That was obviously enough. It was Jet's mother. No wonder she's no longer present. Was killed by him. So that's what happened. Is that why you ever mentioned her? Your mother was a researcher too. If it wasn't for me, she would have had a brighter future. At least she wouldn't have lost her life at such a young age. To his friends? What? I won't just believe a word you said. That's reasonable. It was I who concealed my motives, so I brought this upon myself. At least you got some self-awareness. But no matter what, I'll protect you until the commission is over. No way, it's obvious that Samuel has a bone to pick with you. If you stay with me, I don't want to be targeted by something like that. But someone like that. Desire you being stupid again. It's just an old grudge between them. His current priority is definitely King Desert's treasure. Why would he have taken Ben otherwise? So he came for you even if my father wasn't here. So he'd come for you even if my father wasn't here. After all, you have the key to solving everything. I do? Wait, the stone slate. Good thing I gave it to Midnight for safekeeping. I knew it wasn't something safe. Hey! It's not just a stone slate, but your intelligence too. And knowledge you possess as a researcher is something he covets. I don't want to be targeted in a place like this. It'll be fine with Gabriel here. Father won't lose to that guy, and we have me too. I won't let Samuel harm anyone again. There's no time to lose. The longer we delay, the more time he'll have to prepare. He's like a viper crawling throughout the shadow. Through the shadows, and his blade like a viper's fangs. You cannot show any weakness to him, otherwise it'll lead to fatal consequences. I hope you'll keep your word. Well, as far as Paimon is concerned, Paimon thinks that staying united is even more important now that we've finally gotten Ben back. Look, there's still a long way ahead, right? But it's strange. What's Samuel doing here? What they want should be up there, right? I'm sure he has a plan, or perhaps we missed some clues around here. And then we absolutely can't allow our differences to delay our expedition. Let's go. Midnight and Paimon will take the front. All of you, keep up. Yeah, keep up. For release you, where do you go? You probably go to that one I can't do anything with. Never mind, you don't. That's straightforward. Leave me be and you'll be fine.
Leave it all to me.
Don't want to deal with anybody right now. Where am I going? Where is this thing going? Where are you going? All the way up there, apparently. Release it again. I will cry if I have to do it all over again. Go. There.